Merry New Year, guys. It is now the year 20 squared. We made it. We did it. And we're gonna keep on going. Let me just start by saying, it's a new year, man. It's a new year. And if you got some stuff that is kind of digging on you, that was digging in you from last year, just fucking let it go, man. Just let it go. Why can't we just move on with our lives and just do the things we should be doing? Focus on yourself a little bit, do some dope stuff for other people, keep it moving, and have a great year, man. Let's do that. What you say? So a while back, I asked you guys what kind of stuff you want me to talk about in these videos. So today we're going to be going over 5 ways to practice magic more efficiently. Let's do it right now. Let's just go. So we're going to go over some ways to practice magic more efficiently. Now, some of you guys may be doing some of this stuff. Maybe some of you guys didn't know about some of this stuff, but we're going to go over it right now. 5 things. Let's start with numero uno. I think one of the most important things to do when you're starting to practice is to start slow. Take your time. Don't rush things. You don't have to go that fast. Magic's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Focus on what you're doing. Read what you're reading. Watch what you're watching. Rewatch it. Reread it. Take your time. Just go slow, man. Just chill out. Slow down. The more you rush it, the more you're going to get frustrated, and the more you're going to miss things that may be important to what you're practicing. Sometimes it may be a little intricate move, a finger placement, a timing, something. So just slow it down, man. Chill out, bro. Focus and to pay attention on how things feel. Right? So when you're doing a move and it's not looking right, it's probably not going to feel right either, right? So just focus on how things feel when something works. Like if it's like a move like a one-handed pass or a SWE shift or something like that, it's going to feel right when it happens. Pay attention to that feeling and try to remember what just happened that made it feel that way and try to go after that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's kind of cool to just kind of close your eyes while you're doing it and really just focus on what you're feeling when you're practicing that thing. I don't know, it works for me. I think it's an important step to feel the magic. Number 3, I think it's going to be really important once you start getting the hang of it and you start getting the flow and you get the feeling, is to practice without looking at your hands. Maybe watch some TV or get on the computer and watch some popular YouTubers that you like, or whatever, Netflix if you do that, and practice while you're doing something else. Don't look at your hands. It kind of gets you into a rhythm of fluidity and making it automatic. It helps when you're not looking at your hands, because then when you go out and you start doing stuff, you're not going to be staring at your hands. Sometimes what I see people who have been working on tricks and then they want to show somebody and they go out and they get in front of somebody and they're just staring at their hands the whole time. It's like the other person doesn't exist. That's part of the equation too. That person is part of the equation and you don't want to forget them, So take some time when you're practicing to practice without looking at your hands. It'll help you 1,000,000, 1,000, trillion, bazillion%, if that's even a number. And if it's not, it's gonna be a number in 2020. Hashtag X makes numbers. Check it out. Don't forget it. Number 4 is a little bit different. If you speak to some people, they'll say practice with a mirror, and I think that's a cool thing to do. It helps with certain things. I like the idea of the camera. Now, there's going to be people who don't like it, like, camera magic and all this other stuff. So be it. If you don't like to work with a camera, then don't work with a camera. But I think there's some real benefits to working with a camera. With a camera, you can adjust heights and angles. You can get into places that you can't see with a mirror, because with a mirror, it's basically one angle all the time. So at least if you have the camera, you can move it around, you could stand up and change positions a little bit, and you can work through a whole routine and then play it back and pick out these moments later on, and you can have like this progression record to see things you did that you liked, that worked, maybe angles that worked, or scripting ideas that you had that worked. It's kind of like a living catalog of your progression and your ideas as you move along. And that's why I like the camera for practicing, especially sleight of hand or even full routines, because then you can share that with somebody else and remotely they can give you advice. And I think that's super, super important. Don't be afraid of the camera. Use it to practice. It's an invaluable tool. Everybody has one. It's in your pocket. You make calls. You send pictures to your friends. You have it. It's called a telephonic device, also known as an iPhone. If you use Android, you're missing out. Just saying, don't be the green bubble guy. Don't be the green bubble guy. So the last one kind of goes with what I said before, you know, sending stuff to sending stuff to some friends. And the last one is to find a group of brutally honest friends. The type of friends that mean you the best but aren't willing to skimp back and not tell you what you need to know to move forward. I know sometimes it's hard to find those people because it's a fine line. Some of these people you think may be there to help you, but they're actually kind of haters. You'll find people that are willing to give you that raw honesty, and it might hurt your feelings a bit. It's the information you need. And that's who you have to keep around. You have to find that group of friends that will just give you the raw, man. They'll just, that shit sucked, but let's work on it. Those are the people you need to keep around. Find those. Let's start a website, findrealfriends.com. Let's do that. Friendster, was that a thing? We call it Friendster. We call it Friendster or Friendspace. You'll find that those people will help you the most because they'll give you the truth. They're not going to give you bullshit and just fluff you up like, oh, you're doing so great, and you're really not. You need those honest friends. So that's about it, guys. Those are the top 5 things to help you improve your practice game so you can become the best warlock in the multiverse in the year 20 squared. Little side note, if you're signing documents and you have to put the date, don't just put 20 because people could backdate it. Just saying, put the full year 2020, write it out. Anyway, I hope you liked the video, guys. If you want to pick up some of this dope merch, check the links below. You could get some of that dope threads for your behinds. Like, comment, and subscribe. And actually, let's get into some comments. All right, Daniel Best says you've got a good sense of humor and magic. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate you. Simification. That was beautiful. Thanks for the profile picture ideas. This is surely going to up my game. I surely hope not. Calvin Gray says just farted. Okay. Patrick Dutton, always slick, dude. Are you related to swine pastry? 𝗦𝗧𝗥𝗢𝗠. I hope I'm saying that right. Why is this so funny? Maybe because we all do it or have done it 100% and are still doing it. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of why I made the video. You know what I mean? I'm just leaving a comment. Hopefully, it'll be in the next video. Tips Fedora for Xavior. Daniel Adamovic. Yeah, Daniel Adamovic. I do the take any card. Wait, not that one all the time, but I love it. 90% of the time, no one laughs, and they just get really confused, but I find it hilarious, so I'm going to keep on doing it. Do you, player? Do you. Keep the one-liners alive. Mike says, I haven't heard the word Decemberween since back when Bubs was the Thnicka Man. Oh, man. How many of you guys remember Homestar Runner, huh? Check it out. You should look it up, but I appreciate you, Mike. I'm glad you know where that came from. That makes my heart happy. Sebastian says, I think it was too late to help anyone if he reached this state of awfulness. I neither confirm nor deny. Anyway, thanks again, guys. If you want to get some dope merch, remember to look down below for the linky dinks. Get some dope threads for your ass. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be notified, and I will see you guys in the next video in the year 2020. 20.